In the last video, I talked about how our final amount of money could be thought of as our principal plus the interest. So we also call that the balance sometimes. And this ends up corresponding to an arithmetic sequence. So let's look at why. So I'm going to look at my n as my number of years and looking at the end of the year and my balance. So we start off we could think of at the end of the 0 year or the start of our first year. We start off with our principal. And then at the end of the first year, we have our principal plus the interest. At this end of the second year, we have the principal plus 2 interests. So we're adding the interest rate twice. At the end of the third year, we have the principal plus 3i. So this ends up making an arithmetic sequence, and I have my first term that I could think of as the 0 term, or I could think of this part, just the interest parts, as an arithmetic sequence. So we would know that our general arithmetic sequence looks like this: u1 plus n minus 1 times d. Well, for money, we want to start with u sub 0. So this time, I would end up with, this is 1 interest being added, 2 interest, 3 interest, so that corresponds to the n value. So for simple interest, my balance is equal to my principal plus n interest rates. So notice that's what I have here. This corresponds to u sub n equals u sub 0 plus nd. So that's how it compares to an arithmetic sequence. So let's look at applying that down here. So we invest $3,500 at 4.25% simple interest, determine the balance after 8 years. So the balance after 8 years is going to be the principal plus the principal times the interest rate times the time. So 3,500 plus 3,500 times 0.0425 times 8 years. Times 8. Okay, $4,690.